Hello everyone, this is Darlis with Capward Studios, and I am playing Paradise Lost for the first time. So it did come out today, and of course being at work I couldn't do anything about it. Okay, so I guess I have to go... Yeah, I have to go down here. Okay.
This place is made of salt. I mean the cave, not the warehouse. I figured I would entertain with some facts about this place. That might have been the only fact I know about this place. That's because all over the warehouse. Here behind me.
Ministry of Armaments and Munitions Directive on the reclamation of materials left behind after evacuation. The first supplies available to colonists will be any metal, wood, or leather that can be salvaged from the trains used in Operation Untertauchen Submergence. They should thus be thoroughly stripped and their materials refurbished and put to immediate use. All colonists are reminded that by the time it is abandoned, the bunker should have produced arms and provisions for at least 2 divisions. To the extent supplies and capacities allow, research and development work must also be undertaken on refining conventional arms and developing new weapons to ensure our victory. Albert Speer, Reichsminister for Bewaffnung und Munition. And I apologize for any pronunciation because I don't speak German. And I'm doing my best. Okay, I think when I was, I may have heard when I was listening, not really watching, Raptor, that that's someone said that was a Dungeons or a role-playing game thing. Come on, this thing is real fiddly. There it goes. There's a partially constructed...
What do you think they keep in those containers? Nothing very useful if they are still unopened. Unless they never got a chance to open them. Maybe they didn't know how? No, that couldn't be.
So it looks like tail fins for the missiles.
So easily.
I can't get through.
I can see that. I have an idea, but I need your help.
What should I do?
Do you see that crane? I think I can control it from here.
But first we have to release it from That thing, can you do something about that?
I can try.
That lever, you need to pull it.
What lever? I don't see a lever. I don't see a lever. The only one I see is the one I tried to pull. Oh.
Got it.
What are you planning to do with that rocket?
Be quiet, I need to focus. Oops.
Watch out! It might blow up!
It won't blow out.
Hey, didn't.
Don't!
Are you alright?
How did you know it wouldn't blow up?
I didn't.
So you risk my life?
Hey, I got you out of there, didn't I? Anyway, I don't see any cameras in there. So I'll meet you on the other side.
That's one way to get through a door. But I saw a light flash over there. Okay, I don't see anywhere to go. Except for this. Okay. How do we... Okay, how do I select them? It's not selecting the button. I can't go up. I need to go up. So the middle button is not working. My arrow keys aren't working. How do I go up? Dagnabbit, no! Okay, I can't, because usually you use the middle mouse button to scroll your menu choices or the text options. It's not working here. E's not working. Nothing's working here. Let's see if that increase that a little bit? Brightness. If I want the brightness gamma or the brightness up. Okay, FPS limit unlocked. It doesn't have anything about the it's not working. All I can do is just that one. It will not move up. And I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be able to. Dang it. Okay, I'm going to have to go see if there's something on Steam about, because that's not working. So, okay, someone said in the Steam forums that you have to just move the mouse up. Oh. Do I need to do it again, or? Yeah. See, the kind of thing is they have it, some of the things work one way in part of the game, and then another way in another part, and it gets confusing. Looks like this is one of the ones they stripped down, but why are there guns in here? I guess I should have been paying attention to Raptor a bit more. Some bullet holes. So they were fighting something. Like I said, I heard just enough on some of these when I was listening to hear some of it, but not all of it. Wow. I don't see a control for that. If that's an elevator. No, if this were real, look at how much money they invest in all this.
The lieutenant's dead.
Who's second in command?
Also dead. There's only a handful of us left alive, while plenty of Germans are still scattered all over the place.
We'll get them.
I know we will. I just know that there's a more efficient way of doing it.
Efficient? You're starting to sound like that.
I sound like a scientist who doesn't want unnecessary bloodshed.
So, what are you suggesting as a scientist?
I'm suggesting we turn on that computer and use it against them like we did before.
No! Out of the question.
Think about it. It can scan the area and find all of them for us.
I said no. We will no longer use their technology. You disconnected it yourself. You know what it requires to operate. How are we different from them if we can live with those consequences?
It is too late to help them anyway, and without it, it will take us weeks to find the Nazis.
Let it take months. Do not bring this up again. That's an order.
Must I remind you, I'm the reason we found this place? Who are you to order anything?
I'm first in command now.
More shells.
What happened here?
Pull yourself together. Pull yourself together. No. I can't do it. Fuck. No one ever shot at me before. Few ounces of lead. A few thousand feet per second. I won't even notice. I won't even notice. A man shoots. The Lord carries the bullet. Let it be.
Hello? This is the right room, isn't it? Hey, where are you?
What do you mean? I'm still here waiting for you.
I'm in the room you told me to go to.
What? That's impossible.
You must be in a different room then.
Sorry, I didn't know. I didn't mean to send you on a wild goose chase.
That's okay. We all make mistakes.
You're kind. I really thought it was here. It really means a lot that you trusted me. I'm sorry I disappointed you. The truth is, I don't know what's happening to me. I've been locked in here for I don't know how long, and I'm getting really scared. I guess what I'm trying to say is that you are my only hope.
Hope isn't going to help me find a way.
You're right.
What are you doing?
Just give me a second. Yes, I got it. It says here, you're in a control room, right? So you're probably talking through an EVE console.
I guess.
That machine has control over the entire area. We should be able to get access to the maps, doors, shafts, everything.
But the screen says it needs a memory tube.
Huh. I wonder what that's for. See if you can find one lying around. I'm looking it up right now. It says here that the memory tubes have something to do with the oversight system for the whole bunker. They recorded events back when the system was still working.
Okay, I'm assuming that's the elevator. Nothing. Huh, how about that's it? It's got a rune symbol on it. That didn't even give me a chance to select anything.
I told you, not in front of her.
He reached for his gun. What was I supposed to do?
Okay, let's see what we can do about this machine.
Hurry.
It knows we're breaking in. Sometimes it takes a moment. Let me try that again.
Didn't you say you've done this before?
I have. Niech to szlak.
I should have done that in the first place.
The encryption codes. It seems they are the same ones I helped crack years ago.
How do we have those people upstairs?
Just give me a moment. This is incredible.
What?
This machine, the things it can do. A day-night cycle, agriculture systems, air filtration.
Don't get used to those. We shut this thing down as soon as we have our people. So, focus.
Right. It's an all-out war up there.
We need to do something.
The
Wow.
protocol won't let me.
Then change the fucking protocol.
We could do that. If you did it with that. It worked. not doing anything. It's the machine. Look.
What's it doing?
It's deciding on an outcome.
But what?
But there's no reduction. It's done.
How long is it going to take before...
That was pretty horrific.
Yeah. It's like the bunker was trying to defend itself.
By any means necessary. I guess that's all war really is in the end. People killing each other in desperation. Did it end?
Did what end?
The war. Did the war end?
I think so. I don't really know.
Yeah, no one tells me anything either. So, what was it like where you came from?
There's no one out there. Everything is dead.
That's sad to hear.
So, what do we do now?
Now, I have access to the control system in this area, and I can let you out of this room. I'll study the map and try to find the central control room. Go straight through the forge. There should be a passage down there.
So this is where all the trains were supposed to go. It's a dead end.
What?
There's no way to keep going.
According to my map, there should be a pipe there. It leads directly to the living area. Can't you see it?
So? You expect me to jump?
Listen, I wouldn't have let you here if I didn't think you could do it.
Can't you help me somehow?
Sorry, there's nothing else I can do. Now it's all up to you. You trusted me once. I just need you to trust me again. That pipe is part of the cooling system for this forge. There's a small reservoir at the end that should soften your landing. At least there should be.
Should be. You mean you aren't sure?
It's been so long since anything in here was working, it's anyone's guess if it's still there. But I'm willing to bet that it is. You said the world outside is lifeless, right?
So what?
So even though it's an empty, unforgiving place, you survived. You are a fighter. You can do it.
What will happen if I jump?
Have you ever felt helpless? Like you have no control over the things going on around you? Like you have to just accept whatever happens next? no matter how painful it is, things don't have to be like that this time. You're in control now. So, to answer your question, if you jump, at least you'll know you've done everything you can. And that's more than anyone can ask for.
Okay, I will do it. I will jump.
Everything's going to be alright, trust me. You can...
I wish the little boy had more emotion in his voice. It just sounds kind of lifeless. His clothes aren't wet. It's one detail they missed. Is there salt water all over here? Of the salt accumulation? Or is it something like slag? Oh, I bet it's a slag. Isn't it? Either that or it's either slag or the saltwater accumulation. Okay, it's level 3. Someone looks like someone is doing some sculpture work here. I'd like to know what that beach stuff is in here. Well, here's the beach.
What is this place?
Siekiera motyka, my sąsiady biją się już 3 dekady. Siekiera motyka, guma ość, mam już tego pięknie dość. Siekiera motyka, rotma żadna nie odbiera. Święta panna, siekiera motyka, bęben róg. Wyparł się nas wszystek Bóg. Goring sobie pije, szlak za Polak wciąż dostaje klapsa. Złupić tu już nie ma co, chodź pan z nami dziś na dno.
Okay. I wonder how fresh that water is. I mean, does bathe? They would have to bathe either before going in, probably coming out. It's awfully shiny for being out here this long. No people, no dust. Okay. Oh, there's a window. Why does it sound like he's stomping?
Is anyone here?
It always amazes me how short your memories are. I walk these corridors day after day, and hear the growing whispers. What if he's right? Maybe he has a point. What if? Let me remind those who have forgotten. When the Battle of the Bunker ended, we went looking for German civilian survivors. None were found alive. Must I remind you why? Because the bunker's machinery had removed them from the battlefield so they wouldn't interfere with the counter-attack, only to suffocate them in one of the unventilated hangars. Is this the kind of effectiveness we're looking for? Is that the value we put on human life? I will say it once more. No! I will never allow these machines to be turned on again.
The detail on these chairs. Order number 210. Effective immediately, all the cameras in the compound are to be disabled. Until the debugging of each room takes place, all the communication that pertains to matters of production, strategy, food distribution, future plans, etc. is to be conducted through written messages. For the time being, assume that all your conversations are being monitored. He's listening. Dominica. I don't know if they mean the machine or someone else. All Nazi documents. Order number 108. All Nazi documents are to be left untouched, despicable as they are. We will not burn them. The Nazis already burn all evidence of their atrocities on their own. We do not need to aid them. When the war finally ends, and it will end, these documents will be used to expose them and hold them to account. All the documents are to be stored in the file room.
Hello? Can you hear me? It's not working. I need to find a control room. It's locked.
Let's go over here. That's where we came in, so...
Is anyone up there?
Really need to tone down those footsteps. Please don't leave. I knew that others were considering leaving. I just never realized you were one of them. If you go, Dominica won't let us see each other ever again. You know that she doesn't allow any of his followers to interact with us. Is his superstitious gibberish more important to you than me? Another locked door there. Or one here too. Someone's shoes. Somebody had a guitar. Oh, there's the studio. Is this the filing room? Dear Herr Commandant, at the request of Wilhelm Streck, I have agreed to lead a talk about Agartha, Shambhala, Aryans, Atlantis, the control of parapsychic human abilities, and research on the summoning of zombie armies. He convinced me this material will provide the necessary support for the colonists. In my youth, I took a strong interest in these topics, so I shall have plenty of material to speak on. Yet we both know, I hope, that these stories are not worth a hill of beans. I am a scientist, and I know that the strength of the German nation does not come from fairy tales, but from mental fortitude and from science. Thus, when the colonists prepare for the ultimate battle, they should draw on the accomplishments of scholars. I propose a return to a method that was tested with great success at the front, namely substance D-IX. This mix of cocaine, Pervitin, a strong stimulant, and Eucadol, a strong painkiller, transform common men into super soldiers. It provides a significant boost to concentration, endurance, strength, courage, and self-confidence. It also disables pain receptors while stifling hunger, thirst, and the need for sleep. It has side effects, yet in the deciding moment they are of no import. Okay. To Wilhelm Streck, Dear Will, I know you do not need anyone to tell you how to do your job, but I would like to alert you to a problem. I have received reports that despite constant guidance and instructions, many people still do not understand the concept of the colony. Some fear being locked up underground, or even that those left on the surface will have it better. If I were to prune away all such doubters, I would lose half the settlers, the would-be strength of this colonies. So I hit upon an idea. Perhaps we could, in some undemanding way, share with our colonists the history of the Aryans and the Atlanteans from whom we descend. After all, if our ancestors could thrive after losing their homeland, we too can emerge from our ordeal, defeat our enemies, and bring about the rebirth of our great Germany. With your storytelling talent, this tale would surely soften the hearts of doubters and calm frayed nerves. What do you think? Your friend Max. Okay. Order number 8. Any German occupier still hiding in the shelter is to be sought, put on trial, and sentenced for their crimes. That includes civilians, workers, and of course military personnel. This goes for any Polish collaborators as well. Dominika Waszkiewicz.
It must be a key to the locked doors. What was that?
Oh, looks like I opened up a door over there. Order request. I'm writing to you again to request permission to use the Nazi technology. People are starving. We can't continue to live in the dark like this. How many more women have to suffer miscarriages before you see things clearly? I will write to you every single day until you realize that there is no other way. Lucien. So this must have been where she continued to practice. Greta Miller. Maybe this is also where she slept. The other bit doesn't look too used. She probably felt safer. Transcription of Richard Lacey's account. I went out mushroom picking, not that I thought I'd find any, mind, but because I like wandering among the trees. So I stumbled upon a gnarled beech, looked up, and over by a clump of thistle I saw a white she-goat. A miracle, I thought, because there hasn't been a living creature to be found since we ate that last hen 10 years back. And lo and behold, a goat. Where could it have come from? Right away I thought Belis must have favored us to send a blessing like that. I walked up to it. It didn't run. It let me rope it and walked back to the settlement by my side like a dog on a leash. I went straight to the high priest to share the wonderful news. I hoped he'd give us milk with healing properties. High priest. Okay, so let's open some of these doors here. Okay, why would this one need a lock on it? Dominica, fine, I will leave. Anyone who wants to join me is welcome to do so. But to those who choose to stay, I ask, where do you draw the line? You are happy to reap the rewards, but unwilling to pay the proper respects. You ignore the divine powers that gave you these luxuries. If you decide to bow your heads to the gods that made all this possible, come with me. Lucian.
Processing power is at least 50,000 times greater than that of the Americans' ENIAC. Its construction employs newly discovered methods of neural communication, sustained by faint electrical impulses and the activation of normally unused parts of the Gehirns. What's Gehirns? Gehirn. Here it is. Gehirn. What? That can't be.
Didn't tell us what it was. Host 1 is missing. Host 0 is critical.
Okay, let's see if bidirectional communication is working. Clearly not. We'll have to find a workaround. What if... I know it's not ideal, but given the circumstances, this will have to do for now. I'd like you to press the button, if you can hear me. Dobrze. Let's try another experiment, shall we? As I suspected, this won't be straightforward. There's some sort of safeguard blocking my input. Now, this makes no sense. Why build a huge machine with this much computing power and then make it impossible for the operator to use it? Unless it doesn't want me to make any changes. It wants you to make them. I just tried to access the part of the system. Can you enable it? That's it. It worked. Okay, let's not waste any more time. You always said you wanted your own garden someday. What do you feel like planting? Remember, we must be careful not to overwater the crops. What's happening? We must have initiated the automated calibration cycle. It's overloading the system. Remember, we prepared for this. We need to disable some of these processes before...
That's not good.
You'll have to authorize its change. I can only request them for you. Now, disable them as quickly as possible. That's it. Now for the next one. You're doing great. It's no use. That's it. We're turning it off. Jasna cholera. It won't let me.
Is that you? Say something.
He turned it on.
Turn what on? What are you talking about?
That machine, he turned it on. I don't think he's supposed to do that.
Who cares? I haven't heard from you since that jump. Do you know how worried I was? Are you alright? Well, are you?
I'm fine.
Then why didn't you say so? Where are you? I haven't seen you on my monitors.
Lucian used to live here.
The man you've been looking for. Wait, so you found the living quarters. Good. According to my map, they are on level 3. I'll try to find you with the cameras. I don't want to lose sight of you anymore. Do you understand? We need to stay focused, okay? Please tell me you understand.
Okay.
Okay, we have one more door, but I don't seem to have the... I thought there was one more door. Okay, so the only way out that I know of was back down this way.
My name's Eva. I thought you should know.
Oh, it wasn't showing that in my inventory yet. It still used it.
Are you there? According to my map, this is the luxurious part of the bunker. But I can't see anything. Most of the cameras have been disabled. I'd love to see how glamorous. Is this thing even on?
Looks like we have a restaurant. Oh, it's the spider web. Kind of looked like they had someone entertaining
Is that
here.
you? I can hear your footsteps.
I'm here.
Okay. I think there's a working camera in here. It's so dirty I can barely see a thing.
I can try cleaning it.
Really? That would be great. By the way, you never told me your name.
It's Szymon.
Nice to meet you, Szymon. Find something to help you clean the camera.
There's a bottle of some kind of chemical here.
What kind of chemical?
I don't know, I don't speak German.
Schade.
What?
It doesn't matter. What does it say on the label?
The label says... Lusung?
Lösungsmittel?
Exactly.
It is a solvent, which is great. You could use it to clean the camera. Just please don't touch it with your hands. Find something to pour it on. It works. Wow, what big eyes you have. Now you should say,
All the better to see you with.
do you know that story? The moral is you shouldn't trust strangers because they'll eat you. But I promise not to eat you if that makes you feel better. Whoa, this place is a mess. Wait, what's that at the end of the balcony? Who'd have thought that Poles wouldn't keep things as tidy as Germans?
Put his legs up. His kidneys are starting to fail. There is not much we can do for him now.
There is. You know that.
I'm too tired to have that discussion again.
What do you want from them? To pray their problems away? It hasn't helped them so far.
Ah, that was horrific. I don't even know what to say.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop here. It's just over an hour. And we'll be back in the next one. Until then, thank you for joining me and hope you enjoyed it.